I'm flying solo today. I'm not super excited about what I get to do. So Dane had to do some extra work, and so I am going to be picking up landscape boulders in the Silverado today. And as you can see, Dane was nice enough, he hooked it up and checked all the lights for me. Thank you. Now, new here, this is the 2.7, so it is the baby engine for the Silverado. When I say baby, I really don't mean baby, because this thing has been awesome and I do not have any complaints with how it runs. Now, of course, you know, Dane is usually the one who gets to tow and do these things, so but I'm not a novice. I have towed a few things, but usually I prefer him to tow the max loads. And so as you can imagine, being nervous about this max tow today. So as you can see here, everything is hooked up. This is a dump trailer that we will be filling up today. If you haven't seen some of our previous tow video, we measured some squat on this one. Since I'm flying solo, I don't know if I will do that, but I will be posting weight as we do it. So, because we're gonna get on the scale and do those things. So I guess I'm just stalling at this point. So I think I'm just gonna get on the road and talk about my towing experience, since I usually am the recorder and not the driver. So this is the first time I will be actually towing alone. So I guess come along with me so I'm not alone. We are now on our way. The trailer brakes are working good, and we are going to get moving. So, for anybody wondering, if you skip the intro, this is the 2.7 liter that is in the Chevy Silverado. This current truck is a 2024 Chevy Silverado Custom Trail Boss. So it is one of the lower trims that is offered by Chevrolet. It has the off-road package, which has the higher lift overall. Now, the 2.7 liter. It has, for the duration that we've owned this truck, it has been flawless. I do not have any complaints. Now this specific engine is rated to tow just somewhere under 8,000 pounds. I'll put the actual rating on the screen. So the trailer that we are towing today is a home-built dump trailer. So we don't have a specific weight on that today, but we will have more of a specific weight on it once we get on the scales at the rock place that we're going to. And so we will plug them here. They are Bison Brothers, located out in Austin, Colorado, for people who don't know. Bison Brothers is a family-run business, and they have been for, I think, 2 or 3 generations now. And so they crush their own gravel. They're a really great place. So if you are looking for a good gravel place and you are located on the western slope, we highly recommend using Bison Brothers. Get this guy on the road. So the trip that we are taking up to Bison Brothers is about a 20-25 minute drive. And so as far as my towing experience goes, is I have some beginner towing experience. And now what do I mean by beginner? So I have towed in a 98 F-150, and that was with a basic U-Haul trailer when we were moving back from Denver back to the western slope. So I did tow part of that, and that was fine. No big deals, easy back. The other trailer I tow is currently our tiny little motorcycle / yard trailer. And so that trailer is a squirrely little son of a gun. It likes to be a butt, and backing that thing takes a lot more effort than it should, but I have towed it with the Chevy Colorado and the Toyota Tacoma. So I have towed this beast of a trailer one other time, and that was before we YouTubed, when we had our Ram 1500, and I did tow it to get wood chips. So this will be the first time that I have ever towed with a fully loaded, maxed out vehicle. We'll just continue on, and if anything, if I have any updates, any thoughts about how it's towing, just because this is my first time towing with this vehicle. Dane has towed with it previously. I have only been a passenger. I will let you know, considering since I am a novice tower, how does it tow if you're a beginner and with towing with this engine. So let's continue on. So major impression is that the truck is fine, but this trailer, and then remembering it now a little bit, is it can be rather bouncy, and so I'm gonna have to be careful on some of those bumps until we get a load in it. It just went whoo in my mirror there for a second over the railroad track, so I'm gonna have to be a little bit more mindful about bumps. So we just got weighed, and the initial weight with the truck, with the trailer and everything in it, is 8160. So we're going to go look at the riprap boulders and decide how many we want. We're thinking of between 1 to 2 tons. So I think we will be at max. Well, we have just finished loading up with the riprap, and so we are going to drive over to the weigh station and get weighed to find out exactly how much weight we have on it. We will see where we're at, because the truck weighs, I guess, about 5,600 pounds or so. So we're going to see kind of where we ended up with all of this. So let's go get weighed and then pay, and then I'll kind of give you guys the final numbers on that, and then give you my impressions of how it tows being this loaded. So I don't know if you guys can see that, but the rocks are going over the top. So we're planning on lining our driveway a little bit to kind of give it, our front yard, some definition. Since we live out in the desert, everything kind of is very hard to water, and so we purposely took out our grass about 3 years ago, and we have been xeriscaping ever since. And because we're xeriscaping, we decided that gravel on top of gravel just needs definition, and so we thought that this riprap that they sell here would be a really great option for our yard. And so normally we prefer to get things delivered from here, but we didn't need 15 tons of riprap. We only need about maybe 2, maybe 3 tons tops to do what we're doing. We ended up getting right around max tow numbers for this thing. So we have about 3 tons of materials in the back right now. A lot of rock. I don't think we're going to have to make another trip for pathway stuff. Now that we're moving, it does take a little more effort when anything is loaded. Let's be honest, if you are not driving diesel, it's going to take more effort. So I do notice that obviously with the weight behind me, there is quite a bit of more push from the trailer, but we do have trailer brakes to help with that stopping. And so the worst thing about driving to Benson Brothers is that they have a blind corner, but it's usually not too busy, but so we are good there. So now I am going to work my way back down to the house and drive carefully, because this is the most I have personally ever towed. So I'm a little bit more nervous about that, as you can imagine, because I have never towed this much. So, oh, I can feel it pushing. It is a pushing. It is making the truck not a happy camper here. There we go. Being phenomenal. It is holding back. Its tow haul mode is working perfectly. I do not have complaints. It's more of that I'm a nervous Nelly. Like, the truck is fine. It is me who is the problem here.
Hey.
14,680 pounds. So some basic math puts us at 9,200.
There you go. How much you get?
I got 3 tons basically.
Yeah, nice. There you go.
Definitely tell that there's weight in that trailer.
Yeah, I imagine it's squatting pretty good.
Oh, it's okay. I think I'm more nervous than it's the truck. It's just me going, oh my gosh, that feels funny.
It's fine. It's gonna feel heavy.
It feels heavy and it definitely pushes it down hills. So the trailer brake is amazing.
The
2.5 seems good. I tried it at 3 and it's just too grabby.
Yeah, kick it down to 2.
The 2.5 feels okay. It's a little grabby, but I'd rather have it be a little grabby than not with as much weight, I think.
Yeah, you probably go to 2. It's fine. Lots of distance between the cars and everything.
Exactly. Yeah, it's been doing good. We got down the Austin Hill.
Alright, worst part's coming out, but some brothers are steep.
Oh, I know. I was just like, oh god, it was pushing pretty hard down to the railroad tracks, and I was like, I'm not comfortable and I don't like this. So I'm officially back from getting all the boulders and everything. And so the truck is finally parked. That took a little finagling because I haven't backed a trailer in a while. But we got it all parked. And so now all that's left is to measure the squat and to actually unload the truck itself. So. Keep going a little bit. You're not all the way on the dirt yet. It's what happens when you have someone who knows how to back a trailer versus someone who's not great at it. So we are going to dump the rocks where they're gonna go in our yard. And then we are going to put the truck back. As towing the trailer and everything went, the truck did really great. You could definitely feel that it was loaded. When it went up hills, it wasn't really struggling, but you did have to give it more gas. It's like it's towing a lot of weight or something. But overall, I think the worst part was the trailer pushing, but I think a lot of that is just the trailer being so loaded. And so overall, I would have to say, like, if you have never towed before and the 2.7 is your first truck that you're gonna be towing with, do not worry. If a novice like me can do it, anyone can do it. And honestly, it is a great truck for towing overall, as long as you're not doing it all the time.